What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Lamont Tyson with his lovely wife, Crystal Tyson.
Hello.
And we did get a chance to go and see the Jordan Peele written, produced movie and directed, might I add, Nope. And please forgive me for being a little late. We got a baby who is on a horrible sleep schedule right now. So that's why we late. I ask that you guys please forgive me. You know, that's not my thing. And technically, I'm still on vacation. So we're here to discuss Nope. And before we get into it, honey, let me show them a classic clip, as we always do on my channel, to let you guys get the essence.
Just go.
Of the movie. I love it, ladies and gentlemen, depicting black farmers, black ranchers of horses, because we is out there. And honey, let's just talk about this from the top to bottom. Mm-hmm. What did you think we was going to see tonight when I said, honey, I'm going to take you to a premiere to see a movie called Nope? Don't it sound black?
Yeah, it do. It sounded interesting. Mm-hmm. And knowing it was coming from Jordan Peele, you didn't know what to expect. So I had seen like a few snippets of the trailer, mm-hmm. but still never understood what it was about. Mm-hmm. And so I went anyway.
Mm-hmm. She went anyway. And for those of you wondering, what kind of category would you put this movie into? Wouldn't you say it's safe to say that this should be considered sci-fi thriller? Because it ain't horror. Or would you say sci-fi suspense?
I would say sci-fi suspense.
Suspense, okay. Yeah. That's what we're calling it. Shout out to everybody watching us right now. Again, forgive us for being late. Taking care of Elle. She's a handful.
Yeah, so we're on vacation. Her sleeping schedule is off. And so she used to go to bed at 8:30. Now she's going to bed at 10.
We'll try to work on that so I can get back on my schedule. Yeah. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it also stars Daniel Kaluuya. He's OJ. Mm-hmm. I'm laughing because there's a scene where you've got a blonde woman who says his name and looks at him like, OJ.
Your name OJ.
What the fuck? Uh-huh. OJ and blonde white women don't mix. Uh-huh. You know, we might need to get up out this room together. Uh-huh. And then his sister, who's Emerald, is played by Keke Palmer, and she was a show stealer for me. Every time I seen her on the screen, I could only think of one person, honey. Who would I say? Whitney Houston after she married Bobby Brown. Uh-huh. That's all I could think of. A pure space case that done some drugs. That's all I could think of. Mm-hmm. And you also got your boy from Walking Dead. He was in here, and he had a weird thing going on where he was like, what was the name of his character? Gary, whatever it was, with the monkey on the TV show.
He was from Walking Dead? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's your boy from Walking Dead.
Okay. Gordy.
No, Gordy.
Or was Gordy the
Yeah, it was Gordy. I don't know if the show was Gordy or if he was Gordy. He referred to himself as Gordy, and he referred to the monkey as Gordy. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, they had a section in here with a monkey. Jordan Peele. You know, black folks and monkeys, we tend to not like to be in the same space together, but you did it anyway. And we try to figure out what was the parallel, and we'll get there in a minute. So let me just get on through with it. And so, honey, before we break it down, you know, few scenes by few scenes, give me your overall feeling after you had watched the completion of this movie. How did you feel? Did you feel inspired? Did you feel scared?
I didn't feel inspired. I didn't feel scared. I can say I was entertained. So the movie was, I honestly left and felt like I didn't know what I had just watched, or felt like I had to sit and kind of reflect to process what happened. I will say I was entertained by the interactions of the character. I love the characters. I love Keke Palmer's character.
Yep.
Just watching her, she was just a hot mess.
She was definitely a hot mess.
Her interact with her brother, I like the characters.
Okay.
But in terms of like the plot line, I felt like I was missing something.
Okay.
Like some of the I feel like there's some symbolism that I'm missing that was over my head, and I want to go back and read to see Jordan Peele's interpretation of what he was trying to portray.
Right. So in essence, ladies and gentlemen, the overall synopsis of this movie is there is an alien presence in this little town with OJ, Emerald, and his dad. And this presence, they have you believe that it's a ship at first. And the trailers have you believe that it's a spaceship. When lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, the thing that's jumping from rain cloud to rain cloud.
Did you say spoiler alert?
It's in the title of the video.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the title of the video.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, in case you haven't seen it, I am going to spoil it. The thing that keeps jumping that looks like a ship is actually the damn alien, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Peele done went to somebody's zoo and seen some funky looking jellyfish and said, I'm going to turn that bitch into an alien that hides behind the clouds. Mm-hmm. And this particular alien is spotted. Jordan Peele and his sister decide they want to try to capitalize on it and take a picture of it. Mm-hmm. But this particular alien has some kind of electromagnetic force. And without getting too nerdy, you would assume it has something like that because every time it is about to come and eat, telephones go off, power goes off,
cars stop working.
So potentially, this alien is using the electromagnetic forces to fly around and zip around the way he's doing. Mm-hmm. And you don't really get to see the full glory of the alien until the very end. Most of the time, they have him looking like a damn ship. But this story chronicles most of the time them trying to figure out a way to take a picture as this alien is eating up livestock. And eventually, the alien decides he's going to eat some human beings too.
Right. Right.
And along the way, we meet some interesting characters that try to help them figure out how to get the picture of the alien and deal with the damn alien. Mm-hmm. So, honey, let's start from the beginning. They are doing a horse farm. Mm-hmm. And this little nugget Emerald gave in the beginning of the story is absolutely true. Mm-hmm. And that's how she said, we feel embedded and indebted to Hollywood itself.
Right.
Because this is the first clip together of somebody, and it's a black person who's their great-great-granddaddy. Mm-hmm. How'd you like them putting that symbolism to represent Black America in another Jordan Peele movie? Mm-hmm. You like that?
Yeah, something I didn't know before. So mm-hmm.
They start the story out with OJ and his dad in the farm, and the horses are going crazy. Mm-hmm. The horses know. Now, see, my grandma once told me, animals know when danger's coming.
Right.
It's like they have a sixth sense or something. They know when shit's about to go down. So when you see animals running, especially big animals running, you might want to run too. Mm-hmm. And so they've got these horses. The two horses that they feature is Ghost and Lucky. Of course, Ghost is the white horse. Lucky is the black horse. And Dad is sitting on top of Ghost, and all of a sudden you hear a noise. You see the light go out, and then meow, meow. Then coins, nickels, dimes, keys, everything just start erupting from a cloud, which is why I said in the cover of this video, you would never look at a rain cloud again because the alien hides behind these rain clouds. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the alien had done ate and robbed a bank or something, but he ejected all these silver coins and keys. Mm-hmm. And one of the keys popped the daddy right in the eyeball and killed him. And here's the x-ray.
It was a nickel, right?
Nickel. Nickel. Now, when this happened, honey, how was you feeling about the movie? Was you intrigued at this point? Because this is going to happen in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, at this point, you're still trying to figure out what's going on. And so, so we learned later. So they initially said that an airplane, pieces from an airplane or something like that, turned into projectiles and killed the father.
Lie.
Yeah, so that's how they introduced it. So it started off very interesting, trying to piece together what's going on. And so,
and we learned that the father, this is his legacy, producing these horses to put him in shows. That's what they do. And it drove a wedge between him and his daughter, Emerald, who is played by Keke Palmer. Mm-hmm. And they didn't have a closer relationship because the dad put her on the back burner to get this business going.
And Keke Palmer's character, she's a smooth talker, seems like she's always hustling, smooth talker, hustling, smoking, drinking, kind of looking for a good time type girl.
Yeah, man.
And so that's what made her very entertaining and funny to watch.
She was very entertaining. And she was also the one who came up with the scheme to telling her brother, look, this is how we can make some money.
Right.
You can get a picture of that alien. We can go and be big as Oprah. We can take it to Oprah.
Right.
And so right now, brother is hurting. So they're hurting, they're broke, and they're trying to make some money. So they're trying to audition these horses in a show. And Emerald shows up late. They didn't get this job, so they have to move on and try to get a job from somebody else. Well, who did they try to get a job from? This cat right here. Lord have mercy. Where do we begin with this cat, honey? Where do we begin with this guy?
His character is interesting, but I also felt like, well, what was the whole point of his storyline?
You didn't get the point of the storyline? His storyline is this character is doing the same thing that they're doing. He knows that there's an alien presence out there. He's chasing down the alien presence, trying to basically profit off an alien. Think about Joe. What's Joe Exotic? Think about people trying to profit off wild animals, except for in this show, these people trying to profit off a wild alien that they have no idea how to control. They don't know what the thing is doing. And this fool actually thinks he has a trusting relationship with the damn alien. He said that. And so they come to him wanting to give up a horse to use to make some money. And this is actually Lucky, the horse that they try to give up to him.
No, you know what? They didn't know that he was sacrificing
horses.
They
didn't know
so
that.
They kind of cut a deal with him to continue to generate income from their farm or whatever by loaning out horses for him to do whatever show it is that he's doing.
Right.
And so so you find out later that he's actually sacrificing or giving these horses
to the alien
to help put on a show.
Yes.
Yeah. He's also, I don't want to say this washed up child star, but
that's him.
He's a child star who was in a TV show that had a chimpanzee that ended up going crazy and killing the cast, or killing most of the cast.
Yep, there he is, chimpanzee.
And I'm still, knowing that background, it's like, how did that even play into? It was interesting to watch, but how did that even play into the rest of the movie? Because they didn't really do anything with it other than telling you this guy had this interesting background. So that's why I feel like I'm missing a lot of symbolism.
Well, that's what you got me here for, honey.
Oh, goodness.
There have been many theories that the symbolism is human beings always trying to control something that they shouldn't try to control. Human beings always trying to profit off of things they shouldn't try to profit on. Some have even drawn a parallel that this is the way Hollywood treats its actors. They chew them up from the inside, and then they spit them back out the same way the alien was spitting out the keys and the coins and stuff like that. But I think in terms of Gordy and this child star, I think this is when this parallel is supposed to show us that for this guy, no matter what happens, even in death, because we thought this monkey had killed off most of the cast. No matter what happens on the show must go on. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the monkey Gordy, and that's somebody the monkey's beating up who eventually survives, and it's this chick right here. Oh my gosh, this chick right here. I think Gordy, that was a parallel showing that no matter what happens, the show must go on. No matter the threat of danger, no matter what animal you're using, the show must go on. End and explain right there.
So one thing that's stood out about him is he thought he was special to the alien. He felt like he had this special relationship, and so that's why he could include the alien into his show. Right. And so when they flash back to him almost giving a fist pound to the chimpanzee before he was shot, I wonder if that's what made him feel like, I got this special connection with
because
nature.
Remember, he told Emerald that he was the first one to do a fist burst Period. And he did his fist burst with the chimpanzee. Well, somebody forgot to tell him that with this particular alien, you can't look them in the eye, honey. He looked the alien in the eye and the alien ate his ass up. They figured out that one of the things you do with this alien is you don't look him in the eye. Now, did you catch his suit? His suit is telling you the whole story. You see the back of his suit? It's got the alien dropping down nickels, dimes, and quarters, darting in between clouds, and then below that, he's got the alien sucking people up.
Okay.
Yeah, I caught all that, ladies and gentlemen, in the movie. I go in there, I study for y'all. I study long, and I don't study wrong, just for y'all. And so, of course, he dies, and all the people in his little gang dies, and now we're stuck trying to figure out just how the hell we gonna get rid of this alien, honey. How we gonna get rid of this alien? How we gonna catch the alien? We need footage so we can get paid. So in pops one of my wife's favorite characters from this particular show. What is his name? The tech dude. In pops the tech dude to set up cameras from what the name of the place? Friars Technology or something. Yeah. And what's so funny about this dude is they said they didn't want him to come help them set up the service. He comes anyway, and when he does come, he's talking about his damn ex-girlfriend. Bruh, set the damn cameras up. And when we do learn about his background, he is a space case and a nerd, just like your husband.
Right.
He can tell you how many supernovas done happened in the last 6 weeks. He notices that one cloud sitting right there has been sitting there for 6 months, honey. He's a nerd just like your husband. Talk to me about how you like that guy.
He noticed the cloud wasn't moving.
It's been sitting there for 6 months.
He didn't know for 6 months.
But OJ did.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so when his character was introduced, I felt like, oh, they have help now.
Okay.
So hopefully, they have this guy to help them set up the cameras, and he's spying on them. He's spying on their cameras, and because he's so into alien life forms and all this other stuff, now they have an ally to help them get this thing on tape.
Yeah, they have an ally, but this ally wound up taking OJ's computer back to work and is spying on the camera, seeing what's going on.
Which ultimately
helped them.
Yeah,
it ultimately helped them because he brought his ass back to help them out when things was looking pretty bad.
Right.
And that we all come to the conclusion that we're not going to be able to film this alien, not with electrical cameras, because every time he's about to eat somebody, he short circuits everything, whatever electromagnetic field he's had. Think Magneto and his electrical bubble that you couldn't shoot and penetrate. That's what the alien had, right? So they decide to give a call to Antler, the guy who they tried to get a job with in the very beginning, and he comes out there running with his mechanical camera, and I'm thinking, yes, boy, we about to get this footage. We all about to get paid. The black people gonna get paid. And what does fool do, honey? Look at this. What does fool do?
I mean, he did his job. He got everything on tape.
That's not
He got everything on tape, but he was just so.
This effer was such a thespian. He gets the film footage they need because they come up with a plan. OJ comes up with a plan. They figure out that the alien doesn't like plastic rope, and plastic flags. And so this is the alien, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the plan that they put together so they can get him on film. So Antler is able to get him on film, but Antler decides I'm going to be a true thespian. I'm not going to leave y'all this film. I need to go inside the belly of the beast. Nigga, what you mean you need to go inside the belly of the beast? If you're going to go inside the belly of the beast and know you're going to die, can you leave us the camera footage?
Right.
What the fuck? Come on, man. Right. So this is the last face you're going to see of this guy.
Well, he said they didn't deserve it. They were talking about
what?
He talked about kind of like chasing this. I don't want to say chasing
elusive dream.
Yeah, chasing a dream, and basically you're never going to achieve the dream or whatever. And he just
stop projecting your failures on us.
Right.
We got the film, fool.
Right.
You brought your camera that does not use electronics, and we got them. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful coverage of the alien.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a ship, but it's really not. That is really, ladies and gentlemen, that is the alien. It's just that it transforms its body. It looks like a damn jellyfish, but that is what the alien looked like when it's floating through the air. So you go ahead and you kill yourself, and now we left out here hung to dry.
Mm-hmm.
So you stuck with Emerald, you stuck with OJ, and now you are stuck with Angel, the tech guy, and we got to survive.
Mm-hmm.
How we gonna get out of this, honey? What was the plan to get up out of this?
Well, they realized what the alien didn't like.
Right.
And again, he didn't like, it's kind of anything that's kind of like long strings. It seems like it clogged up his digestive system or whatever. So he didn't like it.
Right.
And so the plan was to, clog it up.
Clog it up.
Yeah.
Clog it up.
And so Keke Palmer went to the ranch, the deserted ranch.
Yep.
And she let off this big old balloon, like float balloon or whatever.
And she tied together all the floaty flags and string and stuff like that. And ladies and gentlemen, it went and the alien tried to eat it. And because it had so many strings and what may have you tied to
it burst. And
in midair, the alien disintegrated. Kaploof. Which is the problem I think most people had with this movie. The ending didn't stick with the rest of the movie. It wasn't consistent enough with the rest of the movie. I think that's what most people's problems was.
Now, she did get her money shot.
She got the money shot because inside this well, ladies and gentlemen, is a camera. And she was taking pictures as her device was going up into the sky to be eaten by the alien. And she got the money shot. And when she got the money shot, for some reason, the police always show up right when you done defeated the animal or whatever the adversary is. You done whipped his ass, and here come the police. Oh my God, I'm coming to help you. So that leads you to the questions that need to be explained at the end. So number one, honey, did OJ survive or did he die?
I think he survived. I'm not about to read anything in depth into this. I think he survived. He rode back up on his horse. She saw him. She smiled. He survived.
Angel didn't see him. So, ladies and gentlemen, potentially OJ could have just been a vision she saw. He could have been. He could have technically just been a vision she saw. So, I'm not 100% sure OJ is alive. Next question, honey. If there's one alien, couldn't there possibly be more aliens out there?
Of course.
So do you think Jordan Peele is going to do a part 2 of this movie?
Oh, goodness. If he don't explain a lot of it, I don't see. No.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
No, just create a new concept, a new plot, and come up with something completely different.
See, honey, this is what Black people be talking about. When we put our stuff out there, you don't support us, man. You don't support us, man.
Up in there day one. I support it, and now move on to the next story.
You support it, but you're not supporting it by saying it was the supercalifragilistic.
Like I said, a lot of this stuff, I felt like it was over my head, and I feel like I'm missing the meaning behind a lot of stuff that we saw.
So you're saying, what you're basically saying is Jordan Peele's mind is. He's the new remixed Black version of Alfred Hitchcock.
I can agree with that.
And he is clicking on such a cylinder, you can't even keep up with him.
I need him to explain it because I feel like I'm missing something.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's not missing nothing. The movie wasn't that great.
And I feel like I'm missing something.
And she just don't want to say it.
No.
It was entertaining. I'm a Jordan Peele fan. Hell, I want to do business with Jordan Peele. And if she is right in her assessments that things are going over our head, then yeah, maybe it didn't stack the deck for us the way it should. I don't personally think everything's going over our head. I think we got it. But in the end, we have to critique the movie based on what we saw from our first view, and we have to give it we have to give it a rating of 0 to 10, 10 being best, 0 being 0. Starting with you, honey, what would you rate this movie?
I would give it a 6. Again, I was entertained by the interaction of the characters.
Okay.
But the whole plot and the theme and the meaning, again, I feel like I'm missing some symbolism. So
shout out to Daniel Kaluuya, man, and the relationship he has with Jordan Peele. I mean, Jordan Peele taking care of his boy taking care of him. When you get a horse, you're gonna ride him, and you'll see Daniel Kaluuya riding old Lucky. Lucky survived. So, ladies and gentlemen, on a life gain scale, and I know how y'all like for me to keep that thing real, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I'm gonna give it a 6.5 because I like how Jordan Peele is really trying new things with us African Americans. He's trying things that a lot of us would be like, man, I ain't going to see that. But he keeps trying and he keeps trying. And some of these he's been hitting big on. Every now and then it's not as big as the other one. And this one didn't hit as heavy as some of the other stuff he did. But he gets points for me for just trying to step outside the bounds and give us something different.
It definitely is outside the box.
Yes, it's an enigma.
Yeah, it's something that, you know, again, the small little plots within it I thought were interesting.
Right.
But kind of fitting them together. Like, I still don't understand the whole character development for what is his name? The guy who was in Lost. Not in Lost. The guy who was in.
Oh, you're talking about Gordy.
Yeah.
Gordy.
So I still don't knowing that backstory was interesting, but it didn't go anywhere for me. And it's like, what's the point other than just giving you something interesting to look at?
Like I said, I think the connection there was how homeboys, like, no matter what happens, the show must go on. I'm gonna exploit these animals. No matter what they do, the show must go on. Because that monkey killed people in that set, and he up there, I don't know if he was afraid or what, but he was about to fist bump the damn ape until he got his head blown off. And when he grows up, he's got a damn shrine of the ape, of the monkey, and everything that happened in a secure room that he's keeping. Basically.
Okay. And so how does that play into
it plays into
the
him
current day?
It plays into the fact that no matter what these animals or creatures do, even if it's killing humans, the show must go on. I got to keep performing the show.
Good job on you for trying to pull that out. If that's the bigger picture that you were able to draw, good job.
It's true.
I don't see the connection.
You saw the man thought he was connected to the daggone alien, so much so he gets a suit, a 3-piece suit tailor-made with the alien emblem on the back. And he tells that crowd of Anglo-Saxons out there, me and the alien can trust each other. I'm offering horse sacrifices to these aliens. We trust each other. Oh yeah. Then he turned around and looked the alien in the eye. And he
ain't tell them what they were there to see. It was just a surprise.
Right.
Your life is going to be changed.
Right.
Okay. If that's okay, I got it.
Thank you.
If that's what you pull from it.
Yeah. That's exactly that's what you're supposed to pull from it too.
No, it's a stretch for me.
Everything's a stretch for you. Everything's a stretch for you. But ladies and gentlemen, post your comments down below. Let us know what you think. Did you like this movie by Jordan Peele? Is it your favorite Jordan Peele movie? Your worst? I've got some comments saying it was the worst film by Jordan Peele. I've heard some other people say they loved it. I'm just kind of in the middle with it. It was okay. Yeah. It was entertaining. I didn't fall asleep. And y'all know I set a barometer of movies on whether or not I fall asleep. So let us know what you think. Share my video. Don't forget to like it. We will probably be back tomorrow to talk about The Chi. And then Sunday, some point in time, maybe at 9 p.m.
P-Valley.
We got to do P-Valley.
Right.
So when we put L to sleep Sunday, I don't know what time that's going to be. Okay. It could be 9. It could be 10. Just keep your alerts on. We're going to come back for P-Valley. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. I'm Lamont Tyson. This is my lovely wife, Crystal Tyson. Till that next Sexy as Hell video. Anything else you want to say about Jordan Peele?
I'm just interested in reading the comments. So when you see it, comment below. on how you like it, what you thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I need to do some background reading because again, I'm lost.
And I'm trying to savor. We'll see you.